performed super duper well, but we're not focusing on her today. We are focusing on Gaia and Hollow, who are sitting in winner's side. This is winner's finals, I believe.
Yes, this should be, and should be a good one as well. Both of them have had their great sets to go through to make it to this point.
Yeah, both of them have been through a gauntlet. Both of them have made some big upsets. Hollow again beating Minimo, second in the Northeast. Gaia, of course, beating Solid Gamer, the #1 seed left, running in the bracket, 4th in London, 3rd in the Southeast. Just really, really great ones from them both.
Okay, and yeah. So we're going to PS2 here. Yeah, no surprise for either of these two players. So let's see what the character of choice for Hollow is.
Well, I mean, we know who Gaia is playing.
Yeah.
Hollow is there's a little bit more ambiguity to it.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised to see the Olimar, but there is a bit of matchup and experience that could be useful.
Oh, and the
It's
Pokemon trainer. This is a matchup where, you know, after people were like, Steve is really good, almost no losing matchups maybe. People have said PT's a really good matchup into, especially the Ivysaur.
Yeah, it's Ivysaur in particular, and it's
Yeah.
Didi who's kind of been pushing that narrative.
Immediately into
Yeah,
the Ivysaur.
because
from
Ivysaur
Go.
is the distance demon, the mid-range monster, and playing mid-range against Steve can be really difficult because it's just so difficult. See how difficult it is for him to find any space to place blocks, any space to mine. You could just constantly apply safe pressure at that mid-range, and it's
these
really
blocks
difficult for him.
instantly destroyed by the forward air.
Yeah.
That's such a good hitbox arc to deal with it. Oh, brilliant pivot grab there. And
Good DI out at the very least, but destroying the crafting table, and you know that Hollow is going to know this Steve matchup really, really well.
yeah, it's only forward air once the block comes out. If not, it's Razor Leaf. And
Yeah.
doing a really good job so far, but no.
What kind of obstacle course was that? Just building a really long staircase there. Oh, nice catch.
Go ups to the down throw there. Wasn't quite sure what to go for. And the drop on the TNT going to dissuade Hollow from chasing on the way down here.
Nice use there. Everybody's just so scared of dealing with that TNT, jumping over it. If in doubt, you can just kind of use that TNT, and even though it's going to break the blocks eventually when you kind of push it towards them, you're going to stall for a lot of time as people try and do that.
Yeah, and we've seen that this Razor Leaf is so good, even against Minecart, hits Steve out of it instantly. And
I love the wait there, knowing that he was going to hit blocks with the back air, waiting for him to destroy it for it.
yeah, what patient play here. Knows that with the percent lead, as well as how devastating Steve can be, Hollow is content to sit back with Razor Leaf, but goes in with the up air. What a tempo change there.
Yeah, really, really well played from Hollow.
Oh, okay, yeah, the triple.
Yeah, he's not switched off the Ivy yet.
Yeah, not at all. Only Razor Leaf in neutral. We saw Hollow giving up a lot of CS control just to get back to center stage and throw out these Razor Leafs once again. And it's working out. A lot of percent being built up onto the second stall.
The forward air and the Razor Leaf are just so good at mid-range that it's just really difficult for Steve to deal with. You can see it again, and the safety of that up air, giving you like a safe tool to juggle Steve with when he's out of resources, and he's never got resources because you're constantly Razor Leafing it.
Yeah. And I saw earlier there was a really good roll from Hollow to not only avoid the anvil, but get back to center stage. And that forward smash from Guy's going to kill all the way from the other side of the stage there, but Hollow picks it right back up with a Charizard up smash. I guess that's all Charizard is there to do. If you die as Ivysaur, he comes out, you get a kill, you're back to Ivysaur.
Yep, straight back. No Squirtle today. Oh, went for the Bullet Seed. I'm assuming that was like a way bound side B or whatever, but
Probably, given how much he's going for, but dips too low.
he was getting down air anyway.
Yeah.
he was not living.
Probably gonna see one of those Twitter clips where it's just down air, over and over.
Yeah. They might have nerfed Ivysaur down air, but it's still better Kirby down air. Like,
Yeah.
it's like really easy to hit, but you have to hit it a couple times.
Yeah, I mean, it's not super active, but it's big.
It's big.
And so if you know your timings, you're going to be hitting it all the time.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Especially if a character who's trying to recover has quite a predictable timing, doesn't have a lot of timing mix-up, you're going to be hitting it. And it's a lot of percent even if you don't eventually get the kill. Look, we see a counter pick to Alex here. Have to see what adaptations Guy can make here. Smaller stage, so there's less room for Hollow to run away with this Razor Leaf. But yeah, when you're disadvantaged against Ivysaur, the upper is even stronger on this stage because there's nowhere to run to.
Yeah. There's a lot less space to run to. And you've also, if you look at the resources, you're getting a different kind of resources. You're not getting as much stone, which is important, because it means that your walls aren't going to be as strong. The problem is that he just wasn't given enough time to mine to get stone in the first place. Now that he can hide under platforms a bit more, it's at least a little bit more difficult to deal with him. You can see the wood coming out instead.
Yeah, but even then, still not that many resources because of how much the guy is having to deploy these blocks. Oh, doesn't go for follow-up. Maybe expected a tech there, but yeah, the upper's going to cover the entire platform.
It's great DI in from Hollow there, and again, he's just playing that mid-range so well. Guy is starting to adapt a little bit, jumping in a little bit more, hitting dash attacks as well, starting to short up over these Razor Leafs. But of course, Razor Leaf's trajectory is random, so whether or not Steve can jump over it is random. Because the low one he can get over, but the high one he can't.
And yeah, that up air is so big. It's because Steve doesn't have the greatest movement. It's really hard to get away from the up air if you're below Ivysaur. You can see Hollow is sticking to his guns here with this, but wow. Yeah. First time we've seen the anvil hitting the tether recovery.
Yeah, it's big and it's active and it's good in that situation. Fire Breath beating Minecart is interesting. Oh, wait, switch back to Squirtle and the Ivy.
We should have a timer for how long Squirtle's been out.
Squirtle's not out. Squirtle's gone. Which is funny, because if you ask a lot of PT mains, in most matchups, Squirtle's the best one, right?
Yeah.
He's like a tiny little rat, and you can just bully people with him, because he's so small and fast, and he has like
good early combos,
yeah, all those like really early combos, those Jaguar setups as well.
But here, it's all Ivysaur.
Yeah, here you got Charizard to kill, and you got Ivysaur to play neutral.
And, you know, to do everything else, like pay your taxes, make a cup of coffee, and here, brilliant up air tech chase.
He's hit those twice now. He's just really consistent at hitting those. He just knows when to react. He puts himself in the perfect position after he forces the tech, so that he knows how to apply pressure, and he just reacts from there.
Yeah, and that's why this is still pretty good for Ivysaur in terms of stage, because, you know, landing on the platform is probably inevitable in parts of these games. There's another up air.
Oh, and these frame traps are so difficult. As soon as he sees that Gaia has no iron, look at how much he harasses with up air.
Oh, yeah, this is the Charizard to recover. Yeah, I mean, look at Gaia's percent. You can't stick to the Charizard here.
Oh my god, the run!
Oh my god!
The shield just staring Gaia down and then taking him out. Two-stop.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, that was just such good control.
Even the ledge mix-up at the end. Yeah, like, having those ledge mix-ups is so good against the character whose ledge trapping is so, like, intricate and relies on so many setups.
Yeah, you can interfere with all the patterns and everything that they're trying to do.
Hollow's PT is ready, and it is sick.
Yeah, you can tell he's prepared for this, for sure.
I don't know how much Squirtle he's prepared for, but the other two,
you don't need Squirtle in this matchup. We can see his Ivysaur is on point. And
do you remember pre-nerf Ivysaur where people were maining Ivy?
Oh yeah. I made Ivysaur.
I don't switch.
They lose their soul because Ivysaur and immediately switch twice because of the exploit they found with the special boost. It's only to get back to Ivysaur.
Oh, I love 2019 Ultimate.
Back when Palu beat like everyone.
So this is Gaia's Pocket, which is a Mii Brawler.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, it's Mii Brawler, which is interesting because we thought it was Mii Gunner.
Yeah, I thought that there was a Mii Gunner to deal with stuff like Hero, but very strange.
Mii Gunner wouldn't really deal with Hero.
Yeah.
Mii Brawler might.
Yeah, but this is a very interesting outfit. with the Shantae outfit with
Rick and Morty. You know, there are a lot of alternate universes in Rick and Morty. I haven't seen that one.
This might be
they
a new
should
one.
do an episode set in the universe where Rick and Morty is Shantae.
Yeah,
I
think they're gonna see this these VODs and be like, oh, I think we should do that next season. So,
can someone call Justin Roiland? Can we get like some improv?
Oh, the Wii Shop channel.
That's what we love to
go. Only vibes.
So the thing about Mii Brawler is that it's Smash 4 Donkey Kong with good neutral. And that's terrifying.
Yeah. And we've seen that, like, Mii Brawler has so many good combos we've seen from many Mii Brawlers, but then Blue Brawler comes along and just wins neutral and just dash attacks you 50 times and takes your stock before you do his, so this character is really good on all levels.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, the default Ivysaur. We are waiting. Gaia is considering whether or not to go Brawler.
Yeah. Okay, and after all that going back.
Oh, you debated that long and decided not to go for it. I kind of understand why you would think about going Brawler, but I would also understand why you wouldn't. Why you would back out. You know,
Yeah, but after
but
maybe making it, using that time to think about whether he should go Brawler, and also saves it because this is Winners Final, so still another set to be played from both of these players anyways.
Yeah.
Could use the Brawler in a future set perhaps, but right into this set, yeah, the Razor Leafs once again 82% unanswered right now.
Hollow's matchup knowledge is just so good. Like the way he's never under Gaia when Gaia has Iron, and as soon as Gaia's in the air, and he just checks resources and he's like, oh, no iron, time to up air, time to up air, time to up air, time to up air. You force him off stage and then you just get a ledge trap going after that. You can build up so much damage like that.
Yeah, and while that forward also stuffing up the minecart, so yeah, Gaia really wants iron at this stage, but not a lot on deck, and that's going to be snuffed out immediately once again.
One common misconception is it actually takes a little while, a little longer than you'd expect to get your first iron on PS2. A lot of people think that you get it early, but it's a stone stage, which means that you get stone mostly, which is good for like building walls and stuff.
Oh wow, we're seeing the Charizard out in full force, and there it is, the up throw. I was gonna say that's the longest we've seen Charizard out in any of these games, but
yeah, playing a little bit of Charizard neutral.
Feeling a bit bold today.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that was a brilliant up throw there. Something that Ivysaur can't do. It only has that back throw as a kill throw.
The Razor Leaf's so destructive in this matchup.
Oh,
brilliant tech.
Yeah,
I would not have teched that.
A bit of a funky knockback afterwards, but just doesn't mash. I mean, probably wanted to wait as long as possible to mash to avoid the forward air follow up, but maybe left it a bit too late.
Yeah, just got a little lost in the mind game there. A little bit paralyzed.
You played yourself.
Oh, the NILs!
Oh, there we go. Guy is landing those now.
He didn't know where the block limit was. If he did, he would have finished that with like an up smash.
Yeah.
That would have been toxic.
Yeah, but great percent regardless.
That's one of the disadvantages to having stone, though, is if you don't have stone, you can block cancel up smash there and get like more follow-ups.
Oh yes. Whoa! And that's gonna do it. Yeah. Doesn't kill directly off the bottom, but Steve doesn't have the best vertical recovery without the jump as well. So.
Okay. Starting to see more sporadic blocks to try and like just put himself in better positions to try and make that approach, kind of stalling in the air with it a bit. We're seeing a lot more stone again because this is a stone stage and the blocks are harder to break. We've seen that help Gaia out in the past. So he is doing a little bit better than the last game, but it still looks pretty much in Hollow's favor. This is a bit of a clean sweep so far.
This guy's finding it really hard to get around. Brilliant roll from Hollow, knows how to get around that anvil on shield. The gold is out, and there's the diamond. You hear the ping. It's go time. It's going to definitely get that on deck to try and take the stock, but the down smash gets 2 hits on the shield, but not going to land. Yeah, Hollow is very content to keep to his game plan of this Razor Leaf at center stage, mixing up the heights, and the Razor Leafs, as you said, are random. They mix the heights up for themselves as well.
Yeah. And the main thing that you have, or the main thing that he realized is like, I have a stock lead, and oh no. The mix-up. Oof, the jump back was really, really good there. Almost
big damage!
Missed the NIL.
Yeah,
that was supposed to be NIL block F smash, and it was.
Oh, is that it? Oh, barely survived.
Oh my god, the comeback immediately! Look at the advantage state. I was gonna say, like, when Hollow had the lead, he knew he could just camp because he didn't want to engage with Diamond.
Oh, the back
No way! Talk about cheese!
I mean, I was gonna. Wow. Snipes it out of the air with that back air.
Look, at least when Steve tries to hit up air